The African dawn announced itself not with light, but with a symphony of warnings. Kaylee's ears twitched as the savannah came alive around her. Somewhere to the east, a francolin's alarm call cut through the morning mist. A leopard was on the move. Near the dry riverbed, the baboon's escalating hoots signaled the lions were stirring. The cheetah raised her head slowly, her amber eyes scanning the golden sea of grass that rippled in the rising wind. 7 dry seasons had weathered her. The once sleek spots along her flank now framed old scars, a hyena's bite here, a thorn bush's laceration there. Her muzzle, once black as wet obsidian, had faded to the color of dust. In the brutal arithmetic of the savannah, every sunrise was a stolen gift for an aging predator. Through the dancing grass, Kaylee counted the black mane pride's waking rituals. The scar-faced matriarch stretching her massive forelegs, the rope-like keloid running from shoulder to ribcage, a buffalo's horn, 2 wet seasons past, 3 lionesses rousing their nearly grown cubs with mock growls. The young male they called Broken Tail, his deformity making him twice as vicious to prove himself. Kaylee's stomach growled. 3 failed hunts had left her ribs pressing against her spotted coat. The Thompson's gazelles had grown wise to her strategies, posting sentries that barked at the slightest movement. She needed to range further today, perhaps toward the acacia groves where the newborn impalas might. The wind shifted. Lion musk flooded her nostrils, not the stale markings of territory, but the hot, hungry scent of predators on the move. Close. The attack came with the precision of a practiced siege. Broken Tail's hunting party emerged from the west where the rising sun blinded their prey. 2 lionesses flanked left toward the aardvark burrows. Another pair cut right to block the baobab grove. The matriarch took the high ground, her scarred face surveying the battlefield. Kaylee's body moved before thought could slow her. Every muscle, every sinew remembered. The searing pain when lion claws had raked her hindquarters 2 rains past. Her sister's final scream when the hyena clan cornered her. The terrible weight of knowing cheetahs didn't get second chances. The savannah became a deadly chessboard. The aardvark warren's tunnels could hide her. But the last monsoon had collapsed half the burrows. 1 misstep would snap a leg. A roar vibrated through her bones. Broken Tail was closing fast, his deformed tail held high like a battle standard. Kaylee veered sharply left, her claws throwing up clods of sun-baked earth. The young lion overshot, crashing into a wait-a-bit bush. Razor thorns bit deep, his snarls turning to puppy-like yelps. But the others were learning. The flanking lionesses adjusted their angles, driving her toward the knife-edged ravine. Kaylee's lungs burned. 7 years ago, she could have outrun them without breaking stride. Now her breaths came in ragged gasps, her vision tunneling. The ravine gaped before her like an open jaw, 30 feet down to jagged basalt teeth, 15 feet across to salvation. The storm-felled acacia log bridged the gap, its silvered wood groaning in the wind. Kaylee hesitated. Behind her, the hunting party regrouped. The matriarch had joined the pursuit, her massive shoulders rolling with lethal grace. This was no longer sport. This was eradication. When the first lioness lunged, Kaylee's body made the choice for her. Not across the log, onto it. As the lioness's fangs snapped where her tail had been, Kaylee planted her forepaws on the trembling wood and pushed off with explosive force. For one impossible moment she flew, the ravine yawning beneath her, the lion's roars muffled as though underwater. Then, impact. Her claws scraped volcanic rock as she hauled herself onto the far ledge. A searing pain shot through her right foreleg. Dislocated, maybe broken. Behind her, the matriarch's golden eyes locked onto hers across the void. A silent message passed between them. This isn't over. The savannah measured victory in survival, not trophies. Kali limped toward the scent of water, her injured leg dragging. The morning's drama had already been absorbed into the land's endless cycle. At the termite mound, a honey badger dug for larvae, indifferent to the blood scent on the wind. In the whistling thorn, a shrike impaled a caterpillar on a spike, nature's larder. Far to the south, a gazelle fawn took its first wobbling steps beneath its mother's watchful eye. By the watering hole, Kaylee found unexpected fortune: the carcass of a young kudu, its neck broken in some forgotten struggle. As she ate, the wind carried new scents, the metallic tang of approaching storms. Fresh lion markings, but different pride, newcomers. And beneath it all, the faint musk of another cheetah. Kaylee's ears pricked. A male, perhaps. The thought stirred something old in her weary bones. As the first raindrops kissed her scarred muzzle, the cheetah did something extraordinary. She chirred, a sound cheetahs hadn't made on this land for 3 dry seasons. Somewhere in the gathering storm, an answer came. The rains came like a rebirth. For 3 days, the Savannah drank its fill. The dry riverbed became a torrent, washing away all traces of the chase. The wait-a-bit bushes swelled with new thorns, their yellow flowers attracting clouds of stingless bees. Kaylee's leg healed crooked but strong. She'd taken to patrolling the ravine's far side, where the black manes rarely ventured. The new male cheetah, a 4-year-old with unusually dark spots, shadowed her movements at a respectful distance. One evening, as the setting sun painted the grasslands in fire, Kaylee led him to the storm-felled acacia log. Together, they watched the black mane pride across the divide. Broken Tail was limping now, his thorn wounds festering. The matriarch's scar had split open in the humidity. The young male chirred nervously. Kaylee silenced him with a look. This was the Savannah's oldest lesson. Today's victors became tomorrow's prey. The land remembered all. As the first stars emerged, Kaylee turned from the ravine. Behind her, the male followed, not as a rival, but as a promise. Somewhere in the gathering dark, a lion roared. The hunt would begin again at dawn.